Yes, fumble them. Let we join and for make sweet sweet salon. We don't come back with another episode of politics and the economics. So fumble them. Ramadan Mubarak. As soon as I change my background tonight for for celebrate the Ramadan. Again for we will the fast. Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan Kareem, and whichever one you're comfortable with. So again, we don't do about 6 days now. So kudos, and for the people way for maybe medical reason they're not able for fast, we will pray put on now we thought and prayers tonight. Fumble them again. We want to maintain the Ramadan spirit. So waiting we they do, we will try for make and jeje, take and jeje. But the main topic for tonight, it will be about we first lady, and not in the wrong way because I remember last on Saturday I talk about and I've even plead on behalf of our hunt for like a where he reach out, where he broadcast and saying himself the appeal for let them release our hunt. And I talk about I join them in that pleading for let we all see we sister come off from that terrible condition there. To me, I don't feel say anybody deserving for day prison, particularly Salon prison. Yes, you get terrible people them, where bad guys them, then for day. But given the fact say we don't take at them place here. Remember, yes, now criminals them, they on their way, some people and they say they deserving for their jail and all that, then kill people them. But unfortunately, I can always say democracy is messy. And if you look you go tempted for say not to the best form of government because some people in their way thing don't happen to them and we una feel say, oh well, them people are then guilty right away. So for kill them and all that. But democracy need to work that way they. And democracy can always say, let we give people in the benefit of the doubt. So if we they in doubt, then we give them the benefit. And that make where some people I remember we I be dey watch the Minister of Justice, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, we they be the interview on AYV. And by the way, AYV, thank you for that because then again somewhat tough question. Yes, I know say because of Salon now, the nature of the country, and then go just ask one time, they're not go push, especially where it come to government business. So I understand that. But still, we need for give them some amount of respect for the fact say they ask some of the questions them way plenty of we be they think for ask and will not get the opportunity for like able answer with questions then directly. So in that regard, they want for say boku thank you to AYV for way they really ask the questions them. And the other thing the way I go say they also read some comments them where among the comments the way they read comments from we own one of the presenters then a VOS way Mr. Victor Mengot, and that in question they very relevant saying for people and we watch the interview una forgive me for where they go back to that but I know go able play because Mr. Mengot then go talk about in detail because for me I really want for just talk about waiting now the main topic tonight because na fast month I know say we all the fast and myself no one for go too deep into the marathon where I can normally go. But in this case, I will just talk around this topic. And waiting at the main topic for tonight's Fambulem. And for people away go they wonder, I be give this similar I talk about this topic now with Sister Network on YouTube where now the Bold African Voice. So I can do a voiceover because it's easier for me for just kind of do the research and then read them as a kind of news bullet, well, detailed news analysis because I can do the analysis and then read them. So I read about that. So for people them we maybe they want forget detail of waiting and think about this story. I go encourage you now for Lona go to the Bold African Voice and BAV. But if you type Bold African Voice, now YouTube, my channel go come up. And I just opened that channel day in December because of me day-to-day work, I'm not able for the come on live. So, but where I see topic them way I feel saying of interest for let me say give me own analysis as to waiting I think Africa, the direction of Africa for B, I can do that. So in that regard, I decide for start this past December. So in about roughly 3 months, I don't do into it now, and I'm so glad within 3 months I will get over 700 subscribers them. So I will really encourage people them for like them subscribe and let them spread the word. But that particular station they are not geared specifically to Sierra Leone. I will only touch on Salone issue where it relates mostly to international story. So now that way there I want for maintain them. So anything specific to Salone, I can wait till this program come on and then I talk about that. So now that approach I don't use and I want for maintain that approach Fambulem if not allow me. Okay. So but again, the topic as una siam, we ask the question, justice or politics? Sierra Leone Lawyers Society slams legal system over Hawa Hunt controversial release. So dear Fambulem, I want to take and judge and I want to misunderstand me where I come with this topic. Because I want to say, hey, Mr. Kagbo, you want to be two-faced. So now you on Saturday, on behalf of Matilda, we become a Matilda and show, you be the advocate for like, you gladly where the first lady step in and himself big for like the release Hawa Hunt. So now how you dey turn around and you say not a good thing. So I want to take them from two different angles. I'm so excited because again Hawa Hunt, I go read for now within the law society, right? And exactly something similar we I'll be make on Saturday. Similar argument I will make on Saturday. I want to make a disclaimer. I'm not a lawyer, but I can research extensively where I can follow cases then similar around the world and how they judge them and the arguments them where the lawyers they make and all that. So now based on the thing and day, I can come and share with you saying not to international best practice. So international best practice, now this, based on my little knowledge from the research where I do. But by no means, no stretch of the imagination, I go claim myself as a lawyer. Absolutely far from that. And the thing where I go say though, I'm based in Canada and my profession in Canada, I mean an economist. So we come to that side because, not to say I know it all, but because I don't practice as an economist in Canada, for if I take the term they want to be the go school, the intern, and all that in a day, over 20 years. So where I join the federal government as economist Then they go be about 18 years now ago. So that's not plenty number of years, but that don't mean say I know it all. I want for clearly make the disclaimer there. But as soon as I know them place here, especially somebody for me, like me, I come naya as I naturalize naya and I don't get any say influence for say some time. I get backing somebody put me in a position where I not deserve and stuff like that. So for that I don't take this long for the practice that they should say so far. The people that will hire me, they're satisfied. So I go say, given the knowledge, they both academic and practical, I go say yes. I know some economics, and I make way a camp economic analysis. I can go far in terms of how salon shape, and even where I talk about other countries them. So for people that will just joining, if I'm my name na Abdul Karim Kagbo, and I'm glad we una join. So dear una share this program, and this program I really want for make somehow light. And I go try for persuade una. I know say salon some people can say, other they persuade the people that way they already make up their mind, and that's now so it's supposed for be even for we politicians them. Now, persuade them for persuade both their colleagues and also the general public. But that power mentality, it backfire. Maybe it go work for a little bit, but it just start like where they push somebody against the wall, where it all reach now the wall and it see you they come with, let's say, nef or chukam or something for hammer and not get no other option, viable option, but for fight back. Because he no say in life now depend on that. He not get no escape way for pass because it don't reach another wall. So this a similar way to politicians them where they think say now for suppress the people them, now for bring legislations them, where then legislations then they then go suppress the people them in a way that una go get them under control. No. Then thing and then they walk. You go suppress them for a while. But after a while, no, they fight back. So fumble them. Now that regard there, I want for let we talk about this. And again, I go read for now within the Law Society. It's not a short one. But the other one way I really go on for spend a little bit of time fumble them. Now another story, it kind of be around the similar path in terms of again, Madam First Lady, this is not anything personal against you. Now, and as you see now the program, I mean the title, now the legal system. Now, once for we discuss, you behave like Cumbra according to waiting our hunt say we they don't release them. They tell you thank you and show appreciation and say yes, you to am now role model and you behave like Cumbra. So I'm not gonna take that away from you because he excited when you step in a matter of days, they release them. But we they look at the process, not to you personally, oh, Madam First Lady. I just want to make it clear that people are not interpreting differently and saying they can't say no more. You two face. On Saturday you praise them and then today now you debash them. No. So clearly this it just happens say now him they are the center of the story, but not to directly at him. Now the system. So now make we put justice or politics. And we all don't know, say, this is not a secret, or you can call an open secret. Say, where it come to Salon, not to just this administration, and that phrase where we all come for clearly understand others from the above, we know saying as something we're very serious. So all the presidents them don't they use them In fact, from 1965, Albert Magai. I'm not too sure about Milton Magai because, unfortunately for the country, you know, rule for too long where it pass on. So Albert Magai take over, and we see waiting happen, and he really muscle Sierra Leoneans them and take to this BNTM now, and something we Boku people them excited about and praise, and say President Bill repeal a part of it, not to the entire act, 1965 act, but it repeal part of it. We now that side we then say criminal libel law, like we get for deal with if you lie per person or defame somebody and all that thing, and they it considered criminal, and because it be criminal, it will be the state, you versus the state, because not a civil thing. So after we don't do people and gladdy, or me fumble them, look what thing they happen. So then bring another one where, in my opinion, in that aspect, they even worse than waiting the repeal. Because that 1965 Public Order Act, we part of it, you get the criminal libel, we, for the most part, the targets are journalists. But now, they bring the Cybercrime Act, where it way different from waiting they say, waiting them preach to Sierra Leoneans, the way they debate this particular act. Then talk about, oh well, for people and where they bully, and you know, civilian to civilian, the government go step in and make sure say they fight on your behalf and all that. But me fumble them, I be don't make it clear now, yeah. The person we are the pioneer of the cyber crime for negotiate or collaborate with countries them all around the world for let them be strong on that cyber crime. That director they on, I believe in Al Jazeera or BBC, where they interview him and tell him, ask him about the Salon law. It make him clear. It say, in fact, the Salon cyber law is contrary to waiting they expect. Because it say, according to waiting they expect, now for protect vulnerable people them. Like people them way then go use cyber for like that human trafficking and all them kind of I go say transnational crimes them. Now that's not be the target. But not to for suppress people in right, not to for abuse people in right. Because when I know kidnapping, you know go say the kidnapper now the victim. Oh. So the person where they kidnap, so clearly then try for fet for them people, and they saying if then kidnap you or then traffic you or use any cyber way for lure you into sexual trade like canteen and day, the government can step in and make a criminal act. So if countries them around the world they all consider that as law, because they find them very difficult on the internet for like one particular government say it get jurisdiction over that particular area there, because the internet we all know saying across country something, so it not belong to one country. So then look and say if the countries, majority of the countries then come together and then bring this law, so nobody no go will escape. So as long as you where they commit, you where they use that computer for do all kind thing, for defraud people them, for use whatever means for liper people them and saying, well, I go give you job, and then where then carry them go side and for carry them go, they use them as sex slaves. So all them thing and they considered now say the side where you day, as long as na dey you day, and no matter who say you send the message, you go consider a criminal. So now around 19 and they like money laundering, all that, but not for silent people them at all. But now what is Salon do, then twist them and make them far overreaching in the sense that then push them for like it affect, let them able use them now as a tool for silent people them. So me fumble them, and at that make Amnesty International self openly on this our hunting case, make them clear, saying the thing where they accuse them for, than they not for translate into a criminal, a crime or a criminal act. I don't make them clear, but I will read the the Law Society. I will read waiting and say, and then I will continue with this and just therefore set the stage for una fambulem. And for the people and way they donate, I want to say we don't donate, I want to say plenty thank you to una we don't donate to the VOS Diaspora helping hand, and I will give una update on the money we on Thursday last week, where I say the young man where with a sponsor in Daddy ask about school fee, is say the begin ask for school fee and all that, so we don't go pay the school fee and we get a video recording, we then go present the receipt to them, and also I go show now the receipt of the transfer where I do from the PayPal to the account where I established in Canada. And as a matter of fact, account where they need to charge any fee. Make sure say I go with account we not go cost to any monthly fee for maintain the account today. So now I go even see that say na no fee account, and I go show now how much we put there and how much we pull there. I will show now that account there because I set them specifically for this event or this particular project where now VOS Diaspora helping on. So not to anything personal, okay for that share the activities at that account there. So I go show now a snapshot of the account there. And as a matter of fact, let I just quickly show una before we go too far, and I go sit down proper, and then I go play the video now of the receipt we go pay. I go play a video for showna the receipt then day. So fambulem again I go encourage you now for long share, but in the meantime let just show now the PayPal. So the PayPal for people where they see the latest money transaction, now that PayPal account today, now on the 27th of February, and unfortunately where they send they take days, so una see under na 600 CAD meaning Canadian dollars. So una see under the fee section it's zero fee, no fee. So the net amount we are transfer now 600 Canadian dollars. So in terms of the money where we be request, where I be shown now saying the money where for the school fee and the books where then call for fambulem, that total day it come to an amount where I be share with you now. and like I sort of shown very quickly fumble them. And yeah, this is equally important. So let me spend a little bit of time for go through this very quickly. So as shown now, last scroll up, so una go see and waiting a day for. So this now for the whole year. So the first term, the tuition fee now 2,500, where all loans now 2.5, and then you get a breakdown, and the total for the first term come to 5,400 new loan. We now 5,000,000, 5.4 all loans. So the second term, una see it come to 1,200, and the third term also come to 1,200. So when you add that, it will come to 7,900. So now in that money they will come to. But in addition to the 7,900, we pay for books. So the books, sorry, 7,800. Sorry about that. So 7,800 it come to the school fee, 7,800. And now for the books, you look at the charges and textbook for science, because a science a day, so now 1,100. So when you add that to the 7,800, then it come to 8,900. So 8.9 million loans, now all loans, now in them be asked for the total fee. So now waiting we do, we transfer as una the senior. So the 600, una see on the 28th, transfer from the PayPal to this account. And this account, let us call, so una go see the account. So now see no fee checking account, and that's now the account number. So the balance within the account now $16.33, and this now Canadian dollars. So I transfer 600, and the money will come to the 8.9 Canadian, including the fee, now 583 cents. At $83.67. So $583.67. So this now the MoneyGram money receipt we are sent to a manager. So the total of that money they come to 8.9, so 8,900 new loans. And it don't pick them up. And una see na the transaction, the time, because after that my program now send right away, and una see the amount we it come to with the exchange rate now $577.68, and plus $5.99 fee. So the total now come to the $583.67. So exactly now income from this account, $583.67. So I just want for make them clear to now, and this now the receipt, and I go send them to, I go post on our YouTube and with Facebook for let una self go see them, and make sure say we all be transparent. And I hope the government can able to do something like this. We then spend the country money, and they will go line by line and tell we waiting and spend them on. I wish this will be a sort of exemplary steps them for improve on transparency and accountability in that country there. So Fambulem, that's not the update on the Diaspora Helping Hands funding where we pull. And at the end of the program, I go show now the live PayPal account where I go show now I must come in, I must go out. So then they will also be a check. I know I don't show another parts them on just a snapshot. Some people can sort of interpret it differently, but I promise I go show now the live account. So in terms of the video where we manage be the GI, they show the receipts because we manage and then go directly and go pay because I ask them let go pay and I see you and let talk to Sita in daddy let feel offended and think say na disrespect. We not trust them no. We just want for doing their Broadway. We don't say we take over that responsibility there and we want for make sure say no middleman or day. Because salon where you begin add middleman, you keep they come in. So I just want for make that very clear. And again, Mr. Kamara, dear, taken from me, we know get no ill intention for say disrespect you or otherwise. So we just want to make sure say where people and spend their money, we spend where they donate the money, we want to make sure say we spend them wisely enough. So fumble them now. Let we come to the topic of the day. So before we go deep down into the topic, I want to play for now a disturbing video. And this video is really disturbing. And I'm glad in the sense that I come across this video because Salon, the politicians, them, they don't mislead we. And they don't try for put we against each other. But this video, it's not surprising to me because whether you na SLPP or APC, as long as you go considered grassroots, they suffer equally. So then just they make una feel say things then go better if the party where they support can have power. But my brothers and sisters, as long as you not get direct connection to them politicians here, they suffer as probably as more than the policy way in party not in a power. The reason being, you where you party in a power, things then go they monitor you. But you they take them say if you complain, people then go provoke you and say, but I mean I wanna vote I mean and stuff. So that's they make it even worse for the people that we support because of that stigma or because of that shame. Say me party put me down or let me down or something like that. So let us play for now this video, not a long video now, just under 5 minutes. This video I will discuss and first before we go straight to the main topic, Fambulem. So I will come right back. Let we listen. And then I go open the phone line. Before I play them though, let us share the numbers them. So where I come back, I will just take calls them. If calls then are the queue. So Fambulem for the people and where they join we from North America, where Canada, Mexico, and America included, we get a toll-free number, meaning that now we go responsible, you not go responsible for anything at all. Like how they can say na salon first time, collect call. So see and like this. This even though collect call now somebody they call you, but this if you call now the similar way as una know about collect call before. So this una no get for pay. Now we they pay and the number now toll free. We they mean that 1-866-944-7722. 1-866-944-7722. If they call from the UK, the number for each week now plus 442080891455 plus 442080891455. If they call from Australia, the number for each week now plus 6129098437 plus 6129098437. If you they call any other part of the world, we get a universal number where I can always say one port number. This na WhatsApp, and that number na +1 343 997 5828 +1 343 997 5828. And we also get with FM station a Salon, we na Freedom a base, we na 91.9 FM. And if for whatever reason you know able catch them na Freedom, no worry, we get a mobile app where you can download, and it no matter then any side you day, as long as you get internet connection, you go able for listen to the VOS radio. If even the folks then are salon or they on that radio station they go on 24/7. We can play music. We not get any live show. So I go encourage you now for go on Google Play Store, just type VOS Television, or you go to the Apple App Store for now we get iPhone. You just type VOS Television and you go get we download the app and let una get plenty goodies them from VOS. And for the people and we don't know what in the app look like, if you download them, now this you go see. And when you look at that, you go see say the top, you get the show schedule, and then you get the VOS television icon where we can show different things them, the tender will not they off. They off. And right now, you go able for watch this program and see what's in the gone on your app. If you're not able for join we on YouTube or Facebook. So you get different things then where I go explore, I go suggest or recommend to una or encourage una for like una explore, so una go able get the benefit of the app and VOS programs them in general. So the phone lines them I go say they're open now, but let we watch the video together, and I will come back after the video for make me commentary fumble them. So I will come right back, and I know say and not gruesome, but for some people this story will be somehow disturbing. Dear on a discretion, I am very advised, well advised. But again, this not talk. It just happened to almost say, people way really emotional, then go feel bad when they listen to the story. I will come right back after this. On stay tuned.
Yeah, me na Frances Gando. Me na born of my Mosavi village. Nayami stay.
So I see plenty women them we get at one side, and it hardly difficult for me to see even a single man among unanaya. So what's in the problem really we don't they happen?
When as they see we now we so there na today say for day na turn, because Santen next the policeman next soldier man and they can rush we. Even we daddy them old one then they hold them, beat them, they put them inside motor car then go.
So what's really don't happen now?
They say our brother they go fetch then come the man then when they call the poison. So this now creates the problem now.
So you mean police come for arrest?
Police and kaya soldier man and kaya.
So now that made the man they know they not the tongue.
Yes.
So now una so there.
Now we so.
And I see like the tongue say look quiet.
Hey, nobody now we not today we no more. We don't count ourselves because they don't begin thief property there. So now make there.
How many days is so happy for?
Now 5 days this today.
Anybody don't come to una aid in all of this?
Nobody pass to brother there no more. Nobody.
Una woman and with this don't be una afraid?
We afraid because sleep no day. We net can so when they can rush we would run we go inside bush.
And this if it continues so, how it go feel back for una?
You know go find for we. It go feel say who don't feel say na war. Even the chief in West particular, any day where they can they pull am. Now do the entire beat am before they go.
Why don't they behave this way?
Now police and soldiers.
I see like say una look worried.
We look worried. Because one would they get information from Upiki and say that they beat them, so that they vomit blood. before me, so they vomit, the one for me, then Peter then a master inside Mutka, where there is a vomit blood.
And we said in Kedengo.
There's so first and Keden go true. The one then where so Germany can't take then the Keden go now.
So what will be your message?
So my message is they cry to the government, Fatima Bio and Imam, Mother Bio, let them help we for solve this problem. If you not do this, if they not help we will not they feel fine at the turn and will not be able to sit down at the turn. Yes, I want let the left for Monday with brother then with daddy then school no they go me what my player, me na teacher, me na nursery teacher. School no they go on, church no they go on. We not get phone safe for charge. We not get no safe for charge. Yeah.
So they gonna banga farm and they send with brothers. So they go to the from now on, they will go see the family. They cry. All the time, you don't know. You know they will go. Then they hold them. Now they say something where they walk up. They walk up. You meet up and they walk up. You don't know where they don't go for you. When they're not in there, they walk up. You don't know. This now going to this story. Then they say, where they go for Ghana now? Who don't I demand there? Where they go for Ghana? Who back Ghana in the sofa? So then they don't see. Because man, all they are money again. So now so they are with the nobody on labor. Mike no they able enter na how they able do am? We are the devil now.
So Fambulem, another year then disturbing message here from we sisters them, we mama them, we auntie them, we nieces them. And this it happened at one village where the ladies say Mosavi. So apparently at the Mendy line. So that way we they look at Salon say na Mendy versus Timney. So if SLPP come na power, na Timney then go suffer. If APC come na power, na Mendy then go suffer. So this video don't show we clearly saying that the politicians then they just there for manipulate una for think that way. But very clear. Say this administration, na SLPP administration, and then people there na Mendy line. And they even talk clearly. Say they leave na that place they like we dey in rebel war. We dey pa rebel war. That they go terrorize them. And they say na security people them, police officers, military officers, for about 5 days now that they do that. And they say that they do them for protect a company in the area. We're highly likely they not see them, but I go make waiting I go call intelligence guess. Say it go be a foreign company. Because I don't believe say if in a salon company, then go that far. I don't believe that at all. So they beat people to an extent that the people them, the man them, they go hide in a bush. And now somebody they concerned say maybe then go now to an extent begin sexually abuse them. And the other lady say something they fly up. So likely in a drone where they monitor for intimidate or terrorize the people them for maybe see whose side they hide. So whose kind crime the people are going to commit where the security people are feel say therefore take the law in their own hand and punish them people there. So and the way where they talk, I doubt if somebody go clearly tell me say that they make up stuff. Because you see how they talk randomly. Then they not to react something, in my opinion. As something where then truly they pull out the vexation or the anger for let people and come to the rescue. And that brings me back to this particular question. Justice or politics? Yes, some people then go say, well, the salon people them that do not make the politicians then feel on top of the world, feel like semi-god and all that. But no, now the politicians them, now they really position the country or the society for be like that. Because if then they tell them forbid they tell them people and say, no, mama, no, papa, no call me so. Or no, butu for me, not this for me. Make and clear say no, we they work for now, we are the servants them. Una elect we. So una now we boss them. So now we in fact for the beg una let una forgive we where we not able to do things then very quickly for changing our lives. That's how way they supposed to be. But guess what? Where somebody getting into power, and probably them people are way they terrorize them villagers there. So sometimes if you check, they feel say they get access to power. Sometimes you get somebody where they behind them. Where in fact, if the company go get a small thing, then get for shame and all that. But I'm not saying not clear because the woman herself not completely understand why. If it'll be really interesting, I hope say probably in the near future, this person will make this video and tell them Boku Tenki. But bro, if you can able in the near future, go and see if you can able talk to any of the guys there. And hopefully the government, the police na frito at the head office, the IG, now I don't know how many other stations that don't, other media network that don't talk about this. But I take this story from Sierra Leone and always Sierra Leone. I want to say Boku thank you to una. We una dey give we up to date information about salon, waiting they go on a salon. So I believe say where we they talk about this, the IG. If you dey listen or anybody will get connection to the IG, do you have bring come to in attention because people them now more savvy, then they in distress. Huge one. And they don't deserve that at all. And like I say, and I begin by talking about that mentality of APC, na Timni, SLPP, na for the Mende them, na Mende people and they suffer so. Na Mende people them they feel like say the country they in a rebel war. Na Mende people them. And not to say na Timni land. Na the young land, the Mende land. And where the person where I go say na the spokesperson, the lady we say in a nursery school teacher, and make them very clear. They not get side for go. At the place where them born. And at the place that we're supposed to be the sanctuary, the place where they act for coal. They're not for day and then guts like how then they so. That kind of condition where they face. Ebo, for goodness sake, what done at the country? Why then for feel now the young country like say, then they into another war? Where then people there they come, na tongue, then they afraid. Because the way where they can't terrorize them. So me fumble them. And this now one big example. Saying politics for lack on our life they improve the country. Enough for be about APC or SLPP or Mende versus Timni, Limba, Loco, like enough for be tribal. Where una make an tribal, una don't allow the politicians then for use that as a tool for divide una. So where they no do what una want. That division they ain't go capitalize on. And instead of una focus on them, we're not able to deliver for una. Instead, una they focus on each other. Oh, you not Mende, you not Timni, you not Limba, you not Fula, you not Loco, and all that nonsense then they. So as a result, are different, who different. Yes, your mentality, now APC mentality. So APC equal to nonsense. SLPP equals to waiting. Nonsense. Because both all two them party, none no go tell me say their ideology different. We don't see them repeatedly. Una tell me exactly waiting mother be or do way and Escoma no be do. Then una tell me exactly waiting Tijan Kaba do way and Escoma no do in terms of corruption. Where now the cancer of that country dey. So meaning that APC, SLPP, if the supporters them, if una not concentrate on the people the way they rule, and una drop that APC, SLPP nonsense, that country they go continue for deteriorate like so. And imagine where they come outside, oh salon peaceful. Salon though, the rank salon among the whatever peaceful countries them and whatnot. Because the people where they do their surveys, then the one that way probably they ask, sometimes are government officials. And what do you expect? Then they go na more savvy for go yeri the people employed, and we tell God thank you where we brother able for capture this. So, and sadly enough, you go still get some SLBP supporters, them way go interpret this, say, oh, now pay them. Oh, now for give the government bad name. Now lie, not happen. But the people and they suffer. Sometimes they are bored. They get 3 meals a day. And the people they think about their brothers, their husband, they picking them. Take them away from there. And we all know now them place then they demand them for the most part. Now then they work so hard for feed their family. And then you don't make them sort of go on self-exile. Run away. Now the own village. Decide way for be the safest place for them. And this not to external aggression for saying foreign people in come na the village can terrorize them. This na the young Salon brothers them, and possibly the young Mende brothers them, call themselves security officers. So me fumble them. When you watch this kind of thing, I make I say for people and we're very emotional. I just want to know. But this, as Sierra Leonean, you go bleed. You go really ask yourself, then who are them people that they serve? So then take again, adjust they make educational guests now. We then talk about company. And plenty time, as I say, we can go gaga where it come to foreign people them. Because we're not gonna do all this kind of thing if not salon company. We're not gonna do that. But where it reached to foreign company, the one for kind of show that foreigners say then they for them. But my brothers and sisters, you don't need for beat you brother or sister for tell that foreigner say, hey, welcome now you come to. Let them just follow the law. If then get for pay the people them, let them just pay them. So in fact, now una supposed for advocate on behalf of them villagers and they, if at all the dispute now on wages. Because I wonder, outside that dispute they go come out. Either it be on wages or maybe the land. Maybe they don't grab their land or whatever it is. But at least una get for settle the dispute. And as a matter of fact, una therefore just call detention. Then una try for make say let the paramount chief or whoever responsible for that area they intervene. And be and come maybe to the highest authority na frito for let them deal with them. But for let una terrorize them people and they, what a shame as Sierra Leoneans them. And this now na young brothers. And sometimes some of una even come up from that village day. But when they don't give una uniform, una want show people and like say that uniform they you not God, you not semi-God now. Dear me brothers and sisters. And the other sad thing we I gather from that video day are the facts say, and people alone they do it repeatedly. We then call on President Bio, then call on in WEF, Fatima Bio. And again, this is not about personal attack on Madam Fatima, but this not a normal thing in a democracy. It's not normal at all. For let people then feel say, you go personally come to the rescue and use your authority for pull them out of that trouble day. That's wrong. Not to you they're supposed to call upon at all. So for the fact say they repeatedly they call upon you, it shows say things they're wrong, the system wrong. Not to the right, not to the proper channel that. And plenty of them, they're supposed to forget like stages in terms of hierarchy. You must get security person like the head of the police there, if not the neighboring village, where they're supposed for sabi the person in name. And they not even talk about the big city person or the regional police chief or whatever it is. Now you state your name. That kind of popularity there, not to democracy for popular so. If for popular, yes, like that way where you they advocate for women them and all that. But like say police, they were not officers them. So why they feel say Fatima Bio for be the person for rescue them? Una know, you see again, sometimes can they plenty time we can they feel say na popularity that. But guess what? You they continue for make the system broken. You they continue for undermine the system for let it work properly. Where they do that. So as a matter of fact, you need to do the country any good. As a matter of fact, the proper process or approach for be where anybody ask you for intervene, say we're not to you, we're not to you authority, because nobody no elect you, madam, and nobody no give you governmental position, because the president's not officially and now say you now you responsible for this particular ministry or whatever it is. Yes, it go considered maybe nepotism, but it don't happen. In Africa particularly. where wife them, they get cabinet position. So in that case, you go take oath now to the president and on behalf of the country, and then parliament able for grill you. But as it is right now, you get so much influence, but because official, parliament not able call you for summon you because clear say now you are official responsibility. So that murkiness, that gray area, it end up for undermine the system. So I play this video, but again, the concentration now the suffering what people and they go through. Now then the first I want for emphasize on. Say, under no circumstance, then people and they deserving of suffering now that village. Not outside of the village, then village where they all gather and where the weather fine, the moon they shine, then get bonfire and stuff. They're not gentle, but that unity, that peace, are something where everybody cherish. Look like we, for example. Plenty of we there abroad. And I go say, plenty of we, they live a better life than if we go salon. But yet, we they yearn for go salon. Yet we they do all this. I not even affiliate, but I can't advocate, talk on behalf of people in a salon, talk about issues them for let salon improve, let salon develop. So my brothers and sisters, that's the tell we say, no matter who say you dey, no matter how comfortable you be outside of salon, salon go always be your home. And like the bookman there, even there, the witman there, say no place like home. And it is true. So meaning that them people in there, now their home that, their village. And look how proudly that mommy, they talk about in village. So dear, to the authority, to the IG, and whoever be the police, the head of police, now that area day, on behalf of the people them, na Mosava, dear, when I go rescue them. They don't go through torture for too long. 5 days. Then they see them man them. And they even go to the extent because so it come through like say even the chief he run away because they say they're all in WEF, flog beat in WEF. So maybe then try for force them and let it show them who side the chief they. I just put the story together now and make what you call inference. So this is wrong. We know they parable war. No part of salon now for go through this. Let me take a call and I will continue with this analysis. VOS Network. Hello caller, what's your name and who said you call me from, please? What's up? Go ahead.
How are you? This is Salon first. How are you?
I did do well, brother. Thank you very much for your call. What did I take on the program so far?
Sorry, don't on loudspeaker. Is it okay? They hear me fine?
Yes, I hear you loud and clear, sir.
I'm glad for this program. Actually,
Thank you.
I like the title because now something bang. I get 2 grievances. I want to make them clear to Sierra Leoneans them because I believe for say I get big interest in the country, how the country they go, the solution we need for make, and what they see, it's not going to work. So I get 2 main grievance systems, but I don't know if I go able to make it in 3 minutes. Okay, so Please bear with me. I
Well,
take notes.
keep on tight, please.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, the title of the show, whether this was justice or politics. I want to say VOS, they part of this problem. I don't make it clear I have interest of running the country in the future. VOS, some of the context, some of the words matter, content matter, but the ideology matter. Yeah, we have to get it right. So the grievance is there's two. One, I want to ask if we're in a country of law, rule of law, or we're in a country of talkies. Are we a country of law, of rule of law? If somebody break a law, let the law work. Or if because of somebody, individual, specifically to our hunt, which we not advocate for, we not go talk case for them, right? This, me to look at the states, and then look at the individual right at this stage, because we have to fix alone first. We have to get that. We have to get the country fixed before we begin to think about the individual rights. Okay, this woman commit a crime, and I will give you a quote by Idi Amin. It said, "There is freedom of speech, but I cannot guarantee freedom after speech." This woman an adult. It demean the highest office, although the president nine don't bobo the whole presidency and administration, the way they run the country. Don't get me wrong, it starts for mom. But again, I want to give you some few examples where other countries they insult the president, they are not taken lightly. Recently, Steve Harvey go to Zambia, embarrassed the president. They asked him make him introduce himself to the president because now big shots in America. He act arrogantly. If not like the evidence they're holding on YouTube, go check it out. The people then come out and say, no. You cannot do that. You cannot treat African leaders then like unana equal. Again, look at what our auntie attacked the president in stomach. Me not a fan of the SLPP. I not belong to any party. My own party now blue. Third party. And now they come again why I think VOS is very problematic for my own sanity. And they come into that. So the content of the president's look the president in Bele like he gets 6 months Bele. Now boy they talk to. Okay. And then you get the audacity, you go to a saloon. Then punish him for that statement today. Una one for go to case. Now, which make it very hard because we don't do this before. In Mibembe will say are included on that. The beginning when the ACC starts, he was on a speed. Bang! He take them, teacher them for corruption. He publicly shame them. We all come out and cry out and say, and then take a step back. Saloon has a lot of problem. Just this week, 2 people then come on our Saloon and say Saloon is finished. The country, the people them, the society, the way the society they run, if leadership not change, something not happen quick now, Salon, from now to the 10 years from now, Salon is finished. And then I want to come into this. So the first one is Sierra Leone are we a rule of law? Do we have to follow the law, or when individual that we deem to like, we go talk case for them? That's
Well,
one.
yeah. Brother Salon first. You don't go up to close to 5 minutes now, but I go allow you for late complete,
So
and
okay,
because we not get any call
yes,
on the line, so
yeah,
I
that's
just want
uh,
people to know that.
yes,
But
sir.
wrap up quick, and
I
then call,
appreciate it.
because I
So
don't want
yes,
let we break the rule. Yeah.
that's
Okay.
fine. So
Sorry for interrupt,
yes,
but
sir.
please try for wrap them up.
Okay. So
Call me back.
number two grievances. I see the biggest mistake una they make. Una don't open this. Una don't open salon leg na all my own. Una want remix with everybody. Do you think the Guinean they look themselves, or they are half Sierra Leonean and they are half Guinean? Guinea man see themselves as Guinea man. Nigerians see themselves as Nigerians. Now, una get a program, una the remix, and the effects now they see so. You talk about last week. You talk about how Guinea man then go able if it camp manpower they able deal with we. Why? Because una one remix world pictures when you're nationalistic, you can do anything, you can conquer anything. And then today you're talking about men running away from villages. What sort of men have we created because of these effects? Why can't we just say we are Sierra Leonean completely? We cannot encourage women them for go and open a leg for another Nigerians or whatever, and then come back to the community and say then they're part of Sierra Leonean. Most of these women then are single mothers. Them they go
And,
then go make them mistake. Then
and,
come back
and, anyway,
na the community and say we are Sierra Leoneans. No,
yeah,
even
I think,
Frederick Douglass say from
yeah,
waiting they showed,
I think
it's
say
an example.
you dey mix up the topics. Then I don't know who say you to go again. But
No. I'm talking about the effect. You don't talk about the problem, but you need to see where the effects are coming from.
yeah, but that
Because how
Nigerian
can home
woman
and
there stuff, unable to
yes,
understand that
because
connection.
okay, what I'm
Okay,
talking about,
let you know, let you
listen
know
the
go
point.
uh, over the time, and then I feel guilty that if somebody else
I'll call back.
yeah, call back. Yeah, thank you very much.
I have a problem.
Okay, Fambul, one for Sebo till we bother, but the last part, I don't think I'll be they follow very closely the point where they try for make. Now, the thing I gather, you try for say our aunt commit crime. Yes, according to Salon law, I don't feel say anybody in a VOS don't dispute that, and including our aunt Yom Pekin and even our aunt in Seth, a admit say cross the line. And this past Saturday, where I be stepping for Matilda, I make it clear, saying it stepped the line, it crossed the line. But we not for able isolate that from the rule of law. So now this take me to this give me the opportunity for le I read within the law society they write. And according to the law society, the Lawyers Society criticizes rule of law and word of politicians after Hawa Hunt's release. Popular reality TV star Hawa Hunt was released from detention on Tuesday, March 4th, 2025, after spending nearly 2 months in custody on cybercrime-related charges. I want you to pay attention now. Cybercrime-related charges. And then continue for say, a release followed a public appeal from First Lady Fatima Bio, who distanced herself from Hunt's arrest. I hope you pay attention now. So the so-called victim, we now in suppose for bringing the matter to court. The victim, they distance himself from the case, and he repeatedly make it clear several videos them say he no get no hands in Hawa Hunt in arrest. I hope you dey listen, brother. He no get no hands in Hawa Hunt in arrest, and certainly the president self no get any hands in Hawa Hunt in arrest. In arrest, I should say. So now the two direct victims than that. Hunt, I will continue for it. Hunt's arrest stemmed from a video that surfaced online in December 2024, in which she allegedly insulted President Julius Maada Bio and First Lady. However, the Sierra Leone Lawyers Society has criticized the handling of the case, suggesting that political influence played a role in Hunt's detention. Hope you they get this very clear. The point where VOS they make and the point where the Law Society they make now. The arrest process. It's all about process, my brother. And now, then quote the Law Society now. While we celebrate the discharge and release of Hawa Hunt from detention, sadly we have observed that the word, they even make them in block letters, capital letters. The word of politicians seems to carry more weight than the rule of law. The SLLS, within the Sierra Leone Lawyers Society, stated on their official social media page. Then continue for say, the organization argued, and again, I remember one time you say you're not a lawyer, and I'll go question your law degree. But the argument whether they make now, please listen to them very clear, very carefully. The organization argued that Hunt's arrest and prolonged detention were unnecessary and they are civil. Listen to that too. And that civil remedies would have been sufficient if anyone felt defamed by her statements. With the proper application of the rule of law, Hawa Hunt would not have been arrested and detained for months in the first place. They asserted, SLLS asserted. Hunt's release following the First Lady's intervention has raised concerns about the influence of political figures on legal proceedings in Sierra Leone. So, my brother, you say you're not a lawyer. I believe say you based in Australia because one time you don't say that. Tell me if somebody say you defame them. Tell me if then they go consider the state crime for like on behalf of the person where you defame that person they instead of the person can you go now court, the state take up on themselves and say, oh no, it's not necessary for let the person in take you to court. But the state they take you to court because you defame somebody. You spoil somebody's name. You spoil somebody's integrity. And I go read for now quite recently. As recent as about a day or two ago. Waiting the First Lady say about people in power, members of President being in cabinet. I go read that too now. And severally, that woman don't say things them directly against people them. Then they make an argument now and saying, if you say somebody try for spoil your name, now you pursue that person there. The state's not get no business not to kill them kill. So but what they do? The cyber tell me brother, who that you don't hear he say other than politicians? Who that you don't hear he say civilian to civilian, the state intervene and charge anybody based on the Cyber Act, Crime Act. Charge anybody where lipa somebody or pull somebody name on a civilian to civilian, ordinary civilian to ordinary civilian. Who that ever the states don't charge where you go after civilian? So waiting this they tell you. They tell you clearly saying that particular cybercrime act, not for ordinary salon people them, and for protect the politicians them. And tell me too, how law forbid this discriminatory? How law for only apply to the people that will not get much power? Where we suppose for they under the rule of law? Where even the president know they're above the rule of law. Yes, they say for let them not distract them, you know, for bring investigation against them where it in a power, where they rule the country, because we want for like it put all in focus for rule the country, so the country go fine. Now the only exception. Not even the vice president get that exception. They say somebody not for sue. Now only the president, even in WEF, not get that exception. They say no, somebody not for sue. So meaning that Fatima Bill get right for sue our aunt as civil case. The same way as our aunt get right for sue Fatima Bill as civil case. So meaning this particular cyber crime act is supposed to be between me and you too. But guess what? They say, okay, now crime. So now state offense if they charge you under this crime. But waiting now the crime where they charge our aunt for. And one other one where a bogus one where they say it cause havoc na the country. It incite the country for be destable. Seriously? Oh no. So then they have now overreach of the interpretation of the law or of the act. And then after which, the second part of it, then say defamation. So now, when I listen to the the Minister of Justice, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, he say, well, then get backlog and some case then they whether they look into if they see say a no warrant for let them proceed, then go discontinue them. So now that reason they give say our own institution fall under that category there. But me fumble them. The Canadian government don't reach out to the Sierra Leone government for release our own based on international law. Do not do them. 3 times they deny them bail. Not to for drop the case so for like it come out so it go and come for attend in court hearing, then deny them bail 3 times. Amnesty International, we're very reputable, make it clear, say the law is disproportionate in the sense that the punishment way they give our aunt is way more than the seriousness of the thing where they accuse them of. And then you say, oh, well, because it said this about the president and stuff like that. The president, what in the way not say about APC? Not a defamation that. So, but because of a politician, before even after we don't pass this, and as a matter of fact, like I say, I go read for now, waiting Madam Fatima say we go kono for go help protest against workers' welfare. The act of protesting, not are they against, but the thing that we say, and the process, it's all about the process and the process. And the thing we say, not to the protest itself, but the thing where he say, and the thing where he sort of go about. The people them, he even refer to cabinet members them as dogs. Then they not constitute defamation. Then they not constitute belittling somebody. So Fatima Bio na exception to the cyber crime, and this na video. So he used computer, he used technology for disseminate information. So Fatima Bio they above the cyber crime law, where nobody not ever even come out and say a wrong for making their statements then they against somebody where the country respect. So whether you agree with that person there in behavior or the way how they carry in position or not, but it deserves respect. But no. So let I go ahead and read the article, and then I go try for sort of wrap up this argument. But let I read the article so people them go able to understand. You know, I make a warn before I come into this program. I said, yeah, let we think about, and my programs always, I say let we think critically. I know they encourage people and for come to me program particularly, or VOS programs then for that matter, with emotions. Because making like for critically analyze things, and I make upfront, I said this not to anything personal against Madam First Lady. No, I don't even sabi am. I believe say not sabi me. We never meet anywhere. I know one day meet her in person, and you know one day meet me in person. So I don't get interested in politics na salon. So I don't get anything personal. But again, if one we continue move from point A to point B, We want to make sure, yes, we're not perfect. Like how they say, democracy is still a young concept in a saloon. But if we blatantly, if Koro one, we they try for see the truth and then look the other way because there's somebody within a power. So tell me too, where they come out today and them same people there go want now let the war work for them, where them be ordinary citizens them. They're not going to eat them cake and get them. And then they happen with plenty APC folks them. Where the law bets them, the law way they don't sort of manipulate the acts them na parliament and all the shenanigans they would then do. So now where SLPP they do even more than waiting and do in the wrong way, then they barata. So that's the tell you say we lawmakers them, they make laws them for stand the test of time. They make laws them for suit their current position. And now, sadly enough, the Attorney General say the Cyber Crime Act go be part of the acts them where they get for the review. Who stand and pass them? 2021. So meaning if we President Bill they ready for left, if at all he go left. And then it want for change the laws there now for protect them back after office. Hey, bro, wanna see how sneaky we politicians then be? So it drag the constitutional review and talk about constitutional review and bring this cyber crime and stuff for suppress people them. And after where, very well say by the time they left, they don't get the most out of it. And then he say, okay, well, you know what? Let we change some aspect of or let we change them completely. Because, say, it go grip you. Because we, then a power, just like our own, where you say anything where go against the current the administration where go be in power, then go use the same law for go after you. And you know that. And you know how dangerous it be. So now you say, okay, well, where they left. You don't drag over the reviews here. Now you want for left arm just and one thing where I get before I come to reading the article about where Fatima Bill, I have to make something very clear. Waiting the Attorney General say per the interview, if I understand it correctly, it talk about the constitutional review. Say the committee finish that constitutional review in 2017. Guess what? Whose time they make the election from Bulem? Now early 2018. So meaning that in 2017 the campaign be don't begin now and everything. So now the campaign season. Again, and then they make excuse for Kouma. But for the fact, say the minister, it make and clear, say then give the review to the completion of the white paper in 2017. So meaning Koroma get barely 1 year for enact them, for review them, and if he require referendum and all that. Clearly. Barely 1 year. So meaning not a sufficient time at all for let go through all the necessary processes. But my brothers and sisters, and he say this current administration, they build upon that same white paper and then they just look into and maybe add some other things that we don't feel necessary. The tripartite, but the tripartite, Mr. Shilon and team on Sunday, by God's grace, go talk more about them. So this now waiting the minister say, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. Now this is it. It say the white paper during of the constitutional review they hand them over to former President Nkrumah in 2017. And he left office in 2018. So barely, I don't know which month specifically, I don't remember again, but barely a year that we flip them. President Bill and in the very minister, Attorney General and Minister of Justice, he said President Bill not go start all over again. He go just use that one day and build upon them. So meaning that all the time where the committee spend for do their work, be they under President Nkrumah in time. So now President Bill, it come now to 7 years with all 7 years. So this June they make 7 years, because from from June 2023 to this June now 2 years into a second term. So you had the first 5 years, 7 years, 10 now. We now begin that review process date. 10 now. And now set up committee, we go add and all that. So una tell me, this man is really serious for let him be the first person where for the sake of the country go see in power reduce? It not sound like this, or it not look like it. So waiting he want to for do if he intend for left. He want left farm at the back end of a 5-year term, maybe the last 1 year or so. And he pass him in a way that then lawyer no will come back for buy time after he don't left office. It's very clear, the intention. So tell me, whose kind of praise you will get for this man? Where every salon person know say that constitution they get boku things them way the presidents then they get powers them way that they even reach out overreach in terms of their power, where even the constitution has a crappy like so not even giving that power they but then still they take them. So if this man be intent seriously and with all sincerity for push Salon go before, let Salon able get clear and better constitution. If I don't make a priority, because indeed I be priority in that country day. But no, instead they kind of cherry pick. They cherry pick. And the cherry pick where they cherry pick, now for even give them more power. Take away the jury system and bring proportional representation system and bring the 2022 Public Elections Act where they put and they say corner no oblige for put out the election result by polling station, because they're not spell and they clearly. And the one way they spell, then say it gets let it publish the result as a deemed fit. Who's sober-minded person go give that kind of power they? You trust person so much that you say, you know what? Anywhere where you think say it good for you for announce the result, go ahead, we give that power they. If not to weigh, then they try for corrupt the system. It's very clear. So then do all that. And then do all sort of fuzzy math for justify all the additional powers here. And within the campaign, oh well, we get 4 parties then a power. SLPP, APC, C4C, NGC. And I believe say we be even get independent people a parliament. So now After all this thing where they don't preach to people them, he end up for be say, a two party then now then a power. And then say, oh, the proportional representation system, you go even bring more small party them and stuff. Now that way they then sell them to we. But in practice, when I see the maneuver we then do, sober manipulation. And then now this person we they rely on saying it go make the constitution in a way that it go suit the country. It go stand the test of time. I go on for see them in my lifetime. So fambul them and at that make we want for bring this topic for let we all understand and very clearly. So let read for una now waiting this particular report on Fatima Bill, where it talk about, well, the paper put Senge, but let we say it talk about top cabinet ministers or minister. Who is David Senge? They ask. First Lady Fatima Bill exposes, and quote, dogs in husband's cabinet. Dogs. We'll all forget about the position where them people are all. But for call any human being a dog, we all know African culture, say that in a sober insult. Extreme one. You picking self where you go say maybe you don't go call you picking dog, let alone adults like that. Because we all know say now adults then they now the cabinet. We refer to them as dogs. But yet, and this, now read for now. First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Her Excellency Dr. Fatima Mada Bio, who is a recognized champion for social justice across the African continent, has berated some members of her husband's government. Now underline that word, berated. Some members of her husband's government, including in his cabinet, as possessing disgusting, treacherous attitudes like common dogs. So yeah, somebody go say, oh, this now figure of speech, say lek. But for the fact, we all know say that the African culture, say they behave like dog, la putampa creole. We all know say that in a sober insult, where he belittle the person, say somebody they behave like dog. She was speaking yesterday, Tuesday, in this paper on Wednesday, this article published on Wednesday. She was speaking yesterday, Tuesday, March 4th, 2025, in her home district of Kono in eastern Sierra Leone. Without identifying the specific dog-like officials, she said those were persons who have already failed her husband and cannot deliver for the people of Kono and Sierra Leone at large. So this again brings me to the incompetence of a husband. So if he, as the first lady, is able for aware, say them people are not able for deliver for them. So why he still keep them? Why you not think about the country? Say where somebody not deliver now for pull and day. But because of in the first place, them people are not choose them based on merit. They choose them as a compensation for where they maybe vote for them or campaign for them or contribute money for them. Whichever way. Quid pro quo. As they call them, I believe it's in a Latin. So you scratch me back, I scratch you back. So I will continue for it. She said such persons go over the media to boast that they are working hard when zero they cannot deliver for her husband. She said they were empty bluffers who have failed the country and failed her husband. H.E. President Madabio. Given a background to the development, the First Lady, Mrs. Fatima Marabio, informed that there was a long-standing impasse between workers at a Kono mining company called Koidu Limited and the management of that company. First Lady said, after several attempts, and this at the other side where Walona pay particular attention, fumble them. And remember, first, don't accuse people them say they behave like dogs, and they don't accuse them say they don't fail, they're not able for they go on TV and lie say they don't deliver, or they deliver but yet they don't fail. They're not able for perform, for improve, nothing. So this part now really I want for to pay particular attention, me fumble them. First Lady said, after several attempts by the Vice President and the Chief Minister had failed to yield any dividend in resolving the dispute, her husband, His Excellency the President Julius Maada Bio, turned to her and requested of her, in her capacity as a daughter of Kono, to please take over the negotiations between the frustrated Kono people and the company. So imagine, me fumble them. The president gave assignment to the vice president, either together with the chief minister and the chief minister. So according to Fatima Bio, then two people and they fail. They don't attempt for resolve the issues, but they fail. So Iman Aska now say, well, from Kono, dear help as Pekin of Kono for see if you go able for go solve the issue, go negotiate. So, when I see, this supposed to be official issue. He ask in WEF, we're not a government official, for go act in that capacity without making any announcement to that effect or go through the proper procedure. Say you set committee, maybe go through parliament and all that, or even through a ministry. No, but you send them directly. So that by itself, you, the president, don't undermine the legitimacy of your vice president and your chief minister. You don't, in fact, belittle them, saying they're not capable, they're not get the competence for resolve the issue, which you may be correct. But if they ask you WEF for involve in government matters like that, because labor where people need a raise or anything like that, now labor issue, not a kitchen table issue. Now labor issue. So because now labor issue, you get for go through a department. But according to Fatima Bio, Sele, he work with somebody where maybe in a limited way for just assist. Maybe I can understand if not for go talk to the people them, like encourage them and stuff. But no, this not for go confront a company. So let's continue for read. The First Lady said upon receiving the request from President Bio, she first discussed with the Minister of Labor and Employment, and together they both commenced serious discussions with the company. So you see the other flip side of it. So Fatima Bio, naim the president tap onto, and this they come through President Bio in incompetency. So President Bio, instead of, he asked the minister, saying, okay, well, you know what? You can use the first lady for talk to the workers then, particularly because now a daughter of the soil. But no, instead, the directive, he give Fatima Bio, and then Fatima Bio now contact the minister. So meaning that you don't put Fatima Bio above the minister for implement government policy. So now see why I talk about the rule of law here. And this woman not to get no official government position at all. It not belong to any ministry. So the first lady continue. The article continue by saying, First Lady Fatima said she repeatedly told Koidu Limited that whilst some of her husband's officials may have allegedly been collecting bribes from the company, wanna see again? May have allegedly been collecting bribes from the company. She did not want a single cent from the mining company. H.E. Fatima said she told them that she only wanted the workers in Kono to be made happy. So me fumble them. I'll pause here for a little bit before I continue. Yes, an allegation saying the people, the government officials, the way they deal with the company. And remember, by inference, he far first to the vice president and the chief justice, the chief minister. Say now them be done they deal with the case, but they fail. And then now you say, well, even though some government officers them, maybe they deal with the case, they don't take bribe, but me no want any penny. I don't want a cent from the company. I just want for like the Kono workers them happy. So just imagine. This is something where you put on social media. So you don't say people they behave like dog. People within you man in cabinet, they behave like dogs. And now you allege say then take bribe. So whose kind disrespect we pass then thing we do so against high-ranking cabinet members? So according to the Cybercrime Act, it's not sufficient for refer to this as defamation. It's not sufficient for refer to this as bullying, because they all go afraid for say anything back because of in closeness to a husband. So una tell me from una basic understanding of bullying, if this way this woman do so, not to bully, a bully, then people there call them names, derogatory names, insult them publicly na video. But oh my goodness, nobody in the administration no go even cough for say this is equivalent to a cyber bully, and it also equivalent to defamation. And then my brother they tell me about, oh, our aunt, it disrespects the president, it disrespects the first lady. How many times? And as they read, we all they read Madam Fatima in tone. Said then tear all sound like the way how they talk. And the video they to that effect. So I just want for kind of conclude this and like I not go too far. I am beyond the time. So now it continue for say the article continue for say the irrepressible First Lady said she pushed very hard during the negotiations over the past 3 months, and eventually she got Koidu Limited to agree to a huge chunk of her demands on behalf of the workers. She said, for example, the company agreed to increase by 30% the salaries of all workers below the level of supervisors. First Lady then dropped this. Now the side way I want to pay attention as well. First Lady then dropped the shocking information that spurred her to travel from Freetown to go and lead the workers against Koidu Limited yesterday. First Lady said, as of last weekend, the only sticking point that had remained were just a few such as the issue of providing transportation for the mining workers. Lamentably, the First Lady said that whilst on the verge of the historic agreement being endorsed by Koidu Limited, certain, and Kotaya now, certain dog mortal man inside her husband's government went behind the back of her husband and herself and told Koidu Limited to reject any more negotiations if the First Lady was involved. Una see? Because the president now make it clear to this lady, say not to government official, and the people and where he appoint, where he camp at the ministry, then get right over them. Because them are the government officials then where he appoint. So for let it feel entitled, and let it feel say they're above the ministers. You see in kind of word then I am saying then go behind him back, a man back. And then it call them dog mortal man. And tell the Koidu Limited, say let they reject any negotiation if he involve. So me fumble them, wanna tell me, whose side to rule of law they? If a minister tell the company, for whatever reason, say, well, you don't need for proceed with further negotiation with the First Lady. What's wrong with that? If the minister look and say, this person not to any government official, and in order to do this in any government capacity, so why you for sign government contract with them? Again, it can possible say the people them or the minister were involved now, maybe that minister there, now because of the bribery, I don't know. But for the fact, say let we get the benefit of the doubt, or give them the benefit of the doubt, saying they ask the company, so let you know do further business with Fatima Bio. Any baranta, it call the people or the person dog mortal man. And say, then go behind him back. Just imagine. So this now the kind system where President Bill don't build na that country there. Where non-governmental appointed person, it no matter the relationship we get with that person there. A wife is supposed to be between you and into. On a relationship, not to between he and the country. Now you the elect. if you feel say it be get the competence for like it do all what they do so, you forbid don't make them official. As a matter of fact, and not go be the first family member where you don't give position, high a top position. So enough for be sort of strange or surprising to any salon person. But yet, you make them for like maybe answerable tomorrow to possible commission of inquiry. You try for Shilam, and yet you they pass back door for gam so much power. Able, that's now the definition of we own salon democracy, my brothers and sisters. And then you want to ask yourself, why the first lady, they go through all this. They impose themselves in matters them we considered state matters. We officially elected and get any official appointment as far as we know. Because waiting a man talk na room and not feel say na the salon people in business. But if you want for like outside, it take part in that kind tier, it's supposed for make them official, go through the official process. So let's read that one more time. Lamentably, the First Lady said that whilst on the verge of the historic agreement being endorsed by Koidu Limited, certain dog mortal man inside her husband's government went behind the back of her husband and herself and told Koidu Limited to reject any more negotiations if the First Lady was involved. According to the First Lady, she said the Treasury spurred Koidu Limited to have the audacity, the disrespect, and the cheek to write a letter to her saying they now wanted to deal with a government institution and no longer with the First Lady. So from the thing that we say according to this article, it clear say effects for where the company writes to them saying, well, unfortunately, they don't want to deal with them anymore. They want to deal with a government institution. So my family, they're not supposed to be the proper process, the right approach, because it's not government business. The company, taxes, and the issue where they talk about labor issues, suppose for they under the labor ministry. Enough supposed forget any business for do with Fatima Bio. And then the company, whether people advise them or not, but the company try for do the right thing, write a letter to you and saying, well, we're not going to deal with you anymore. We want to deal with a government institution. What's wrong with that, Madam Fatima? Follow you by and like that. And not the right approach. For let the company deal with a government institution. And they not say a particular person, but a government institution, meaning that they want to deal with the labor, the Ministry of Labor and Employment, because this is not employment matter. And we get Ministry of Labor and Employment. So why you not just allow them? And you don't go as far as making the first negotiation where not to you hold that one day. Yes, then go say, okay, kudos. But then why you not say, yeah, you're right. But instead, you rain insult and say disrespectful. Well, you're not a government official. How can they disrespectful? We're not to your position in the first place for do anything on behalf of the government because you are not officially appointed as a government representative. So anything where you go do under a backfire, then you simply say not to the government because you're not a government official. That's not the right thing for do. And then you barenter, you call all kind of names. And then you talk about disrespect. Now continue for read. Continuing our explanation, the First Lady said Koidu Limited took such a disrespectful letter addressed to her and wrote that they copied, the other thing we take them off, they copied to the Chief Minister David Senge and the Mines Minister, but it was not copied to the Labour Minister who had been working diligently with the First Lady all these months to settle the workers' issues. Okay, then that's fine. We therefore say, well, why do not copy the Labour Minister? But the Kotam Naya, where he end up for go too far, me fumble them. And we all know where don't you say now so they talk. And where then Kotam Naya, me fumble them, I don't feel say na quote, okay? So na for no waiting a quote, then quote him. Who is David Senge for Koidu Limited to write to me and copy Chief Minister David Senge when the company knows I only engage them on the directives of the President of Sierra Leone, who has the fullest confidence in me that I can fight effectively for my Kono people without taking brown envelope bribes. Una see wetin it imply na. It implies say a man ask him directly. So because a man ask him directly, so the person way now the overall boss for all the ministers them, according to the position where man give him, he say that person there and even ask this again, now another belittling of the chief minister. So Usai, the people where they enforce the cyber crime day. And my brother where they talk about VOS, they waiting the flame support our hunt and stuff. And this now another reason why the defamation not supposed to be a crime, a criminal act. It's supposed to be a civil. Because if in a criminal act, a very clear say Fatima don't cross the line in a way that acts there for better. Because they don't call the people and say they behave like dog and a kind of don't say several other things then. And now we all know how that can make. Who that's not you? We all know it in a salon. Who that's not you? That's not belittling somebody. Who is David Senge for Kono Limited to write to me and copy Chief Minister Senge when the company knows I only engage them on the directives of the President of Sierra Leone, who has the fullest confidence in me that I can fight effectively for my Kono people without taking brown envelope bribes. So if you don't accuse them people and they take bribe and they don't kind of put them naya back and then quote them. The dynamic First Lady thundered out our words to much jubilation. Well, the people away they clearly then believe say then go get what they want. So it's not surprising for letting gladdy, letting clap. So but we they look at the rule of law now. So if not politics, justice or politics. So if the word of the politicians they're heavy, then the rule of law, in this place. So First Lady Fatima said it was just an utter disrespect by Koidu Limited to write such a letter and copy the chief minister. See? So we they see closely now who that all them were there, tertiary, like dog. We they see closely outside the Wamat they go. Because the past two paragraphs them, then copy the minister of mines, but he not say anything. But he repeatedly vexed because then copy the chief minister. We're in the chief of all the ministers then. So if you they say let them copy the labor minister, then copy in boss, tell me who side the disrespect come out. Oh Fatima, my goodness, Salon, Ifambulem, you know what? This, as I dey read them, now pause here. As I dey read them, it dey pain me. Really, they pain me. This woman, he don't know anything about politics. He don't know the hierarchy. And then a man so game power that he feels say is superior past everybody in that country dey, except for a man. Well, then they're wrong. Then they're completely wrong. You married to your man. That's it. You are Mrs. Fatima Bio. The first lady title now as a courtesy of your man. Period. You first lady title not entitle you to running any government issues, activities in that country dey. So you dey vex because then copy the chief minister, they not copy the labor minister. It make any sense? The chief minister now boss for the labor minister. Where if you don't copy him, inki able call in labor minister now meeting and explain to him or they engage. But you because then copy him and they not copy the labor minister, you say na disrespect. And then you say, who done that person there? Who done the chief minister? But yet you think say the labor minister na big man. No, you they disrespect the office of the chief minister. Again, when I no say me not a fan of Senge, but let me look at the office. Chief minister, meaning the boss of all the ministers then. So waiting wrong for letting copy him. Where as a matter of fact, everything relating to the governance of that country there is supposed to be copied. As long as he gets direction for do with any of their ministries, then they is supposed to be copied. Except if the president say, no, you don't need for copy him. And where he not go get any much justification why he not for be copied. Because if a ministry or a ministry, they do something, the president not supposed for just do am between he and that minister. The chief minister, when I'm boss, supposed for be aware. Because at the end of the day, now in get for do the performance evaluation as them boss. Me famble them, even if how they work so. If the overall boss, they bypass me immediate supervisor, and they send things then direct to me. And then myself begin this reply to them directly. At the sideline me boss. You know what's in a defend? Clearly I defend that situation where me and me boss go get into conflict. And in return, that in your boss, where they bypass them, it signal to me say, it undermine them. And that's a wrong approach. If you want a stability of any institution, you get to go through the hierarchy. Yes, you can get you can get direct contact with a junior employee, but yet a supervisor need for no. So then copy the supervisor of this labor minister. And then you say na disrespect because they not copy your own junior. It make any sense to you, Madam Fatima? if not to power, just power thirst or power hunger, they catch you. Later for complete now. So let I just quickly go through that again. First Lady Fatima said it was just an utter disrespect by Koidu Limited to write such a letter and copy the chief minister. She derided the disrespect by asking repeatedly, who is chief minister to be copied in such a disrespectful letter? What makes Koidu Limited believe that they can write me such a disrespectful letter? Then Kotanaya fambul them. It keep going about the disrespect for Centuram letter and then copy the chief minister. Repeatedly. They go about that, on and on, about disrespect. So whether or not they get a beef with Senge, that's up to them though. Again, I know for good. But for me, I did look at the way how it for be, the rule of law. A man don't give this man a responsibility where you say, you be the boss of all the ministers then. Where in the first place to me, I don't feel say, now any useful position at all. Just waste of money and just for give people in position as a kind of compensation for whatever, only he and God knows. But for the fact, say, a man don't give this chief minister that position there, I feel, say, is supposed for maintain that respect there. In fact, to me, even disrespectful not only to the minister, the chief minister, but it also disrespectful to a man. Because now a man puts the chief minister in that position there. So I just want to make this very clear. So Fambul Demle, we try for go further and read the rest of it. So we don't talk about all the disrespect and all that. In a very determined mood, the First Lady said she wanted to know who pushed Koidu Limited to disrespect her efforts to get a good deal for the workers. And then Kotaya back. Who pushed them to believe they can disrespect my husband's directives for me to help my Kono people get good salaries and improve working conditions? She asked. Well, Koidu Limited should now know that neither Senge nor the mines minister are the president of Sierra Leone. My husband is still the president of Sierra Leone, and he is the one who gave me the assignment to fight for my people in Kono. The First Lady asserted to thunderous applause from the workers. Again, the workers, they want the money, they want the salary go up. So then clap for sober one. Madam First Lady was speaking as she led an unprecedented mammoth-sized peaceful protest through the street of Kono against the district's major mining company known as Koidu Limited. The workers of Koidu Limited all dropped their tools, abandoned the mining site, and joined the First Lady to protest against the company. As the First Lady marched through the streets in Kono, she was adequately protected by dozens of elite members of the presidential guards, including armed police and military officers. So fumble them. That's not the article. So when I tell me, all waiting I don't read so. When I don't see much evidence of the things them, maybe our because of that clear way we put on broad one, it go you otherwise talk about personal, like how the previous caller talk about President Bio in Bele and all that. Then they fall under that category there of disrespect. So Fatima Bio, because they copy the chief minister, we are the boss of the Minister of Labor and Employment, it refer to that as disrespectful. So now, to an extent that he even say this person behave like dog. So I make the article begin by who is Senge, then just kind of just the way how we put her. Udana Senge. Udana Senge. If it come to the country, the position where Senge hold, Senge, by virtue of the appointment where you man give, Senge, by the government work, Senge superior than you. You, in fact, ordinary. You dey ask who that na Senge. Senge superior than you for run the government. You na ordinary person. You position na wife to the president. So you supposed for take care of the ceremonies them we involve like dignitaries and then people and they in a state visit, play host to them. You're not supposed to forget any business, direct business, for implement policies we relating to running the government. Because you don't get any official title, my Madam First Lady. That First Lady, a ceremonial title. You know, entitle you for run any department as you they claim. Oh, now you man give that power. If you man want give that power, let me make it official. But as long as it not be official, Senge supposed for be the boss of the labor union, the Minister of Labor. And by extension, you where they go do run labor matter, employee welfare issue, you supposed to be answerable to the labor minister and by extension in boss when I Senge. So meaning if we go by the hierarchy, Senge they above you. Hey, they ask who dana Senge. So you know that this kind of thing where we they talk about where somebody like President Bill we get little or no experience in governance, in even management, because this they show clearly, saying a terrible manager, a terrible leader. Because like this, you person where you appoint, it's just like that for that way people can talk about. Say you a bought you kaka, you address you kaka devil also. If you call a name and then you vex where people and call them by name, no, now you force for respect them. Now you force for make sure say that kaka devil, that devil boss way bought, we touch that close, you not disclose who that it be. And then people are not go do one. But if you force, don't disrespect, you ministers them, and particularly you chief minister, when you appoint, where it go through all the official process. And now you they allow, because this now social media. So this now clear evidence of saying the lady a kind of cross the line. Let's take one last call and then I go wrap up because I don't want to go too far with this broadcast tonight. I'll take one last call. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and who said they call from, please. Hello. Hello. All right. Well, unfortunately, we need to get you clear. All right, fumble them. So that's not the message. And above the whole thing, I don't give una plenty thing for help una for answer this question. Waiting the gonna salon. Justice or politics? Okay, let me take one last call. WhatsApp, VOS Network. Caller, what's your name and who said they call me from, please? WhatsApp, go ahead. This question. Waiting the gonna salon. Justice or politics? Diana, for tone down the volume that you set, please. Hello.
Yeah, Mr. Cabo, it's me again, Salon first.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Brother Salon first.
I want
So
to
this time,
interview.
we keep on to 3 minutes,
Yes.
yeah?
Yes, sir. I
Okay,
want to
go
know
ahead.
if I think me and you, for the long run, would misunderstand each other. And I believe for say, when I'm not there on the phone, they slander me character to the Sierra Leonean. Given that, I don't think I get ambition from my country, but they always seems to slander me character. Simply, I know because maybe when they agree. But again, I want to cross your mind. I might be wrong. Although dissect them. First of all, I'm a lawyer. I'm a qualified lawyer earlier. So I've looked into the cybercrime. Yeah. And plus, I want to tell you, when you talk about, you listen to the First Lady, you mentioned about Hawa Hunt. And when I listen to the video, the woman talk about how they feel so much suffering under our hunting attack to the point they block them, right? But if we look at the cybercrime, I want to make you go online and look into it. Section 44, subsection 2, title A and B. It talks saying.
So, yeah, read them for people then, please.
So it talks. Let me just paragraph what they say. It's saying basically from what the First Lady talk. And within the cybercrime says section 44 to we can say section 44 1 and 2, but I think law focus on section 44 to subsection 2 to A and B. So paragraph, because it's a lengthy one, it talks about law go to subsection 2B. It talks about such as obstruction, causing danger, insult. It did it. Insult, injuries, criminal intimidation, immunity, hatred, ill will, or needless anxiety to another, or cause such a message to be. Anxiety. From what the First Lady talked about, she was going through social media bullying by this person. So if the sections say insult to the point that the person they feel anxiety, it brings unnecessary anxiety to that person. You see the person liable on conviction to a fine not less than 30 million leones, not more than 50,000 million leones. And then if you're not able to count that money, then they can be imprisoned not less than 2 years. But the problem is the process, which both of us can agree on. The true process will not follow on properly. So again, when you don't land on me, and then you talk, say, the people then say, well, no, not see any credible. These people, then our aunts then credible for sue them for falsely imprisonment somehow, or these people then for be professional, then for don't know, because before they arrest you, then for don't get case against you, right? If the FBI come to me and say you're under arrest, and so they're already before
Oh,
90%
all right, all right.
against that.
You 3 minutes done.
So let me just wrap up quickly.
Kind of interrupt you so you could get the full 3 minutes. Now
Okay.
you begin by saying kind of forget
Mhm.
how you put way are they slander you.
You do, yes.
Okay. You see, again, Naimeka say I not get for question, you say you na lawyer.
Mhm.
You
You know what
argument
slander is? Do you know what slandering is?
they are big. I not let this be argument. Okay, let we talk to the topic, yeah?
I think you're doing
If
it again.
if I don't know what is slander be safe, I will Google them and know about them. So let we not go through that, yeah? But now you talk, you go, you come to the same thing. And I make it clear, saying that the process. And you talk, say the lady say that our haunting behavior inflict pain on them. That's what you say, right?
I'm
Right?
sorry. Sorry.
You say our aunt in
Mm.
behavior
Mm.
inflict injury.
Yes, that's what the law
Okay.
said.
Wait. So you say it inflict injury.
Yes,
This lady, where they inflict the alleged injury
to
on,
the victim. Yeah.
yes, he not prosecute the case, and he make her repeatedly say not get any hands in this
Can
in
I pause
our
it there?
arrest.
Can I
Sorry,
pause it there? Can I pause it there? Do you know Australia and Canada might be similar? If let me tell you, if there's a domestic violence and then the victim say, "I don't want to pursue the case," do you think the law, the states they tell and say, "Well, it's not, you're not the one that you answer." Are you aware of that? It's not, you're not
ba-
the under
ba-
the
battery a criminal
No, no, I'm
offense.
not talking about no. Battery. You're talking about physical. That's the physical part. Of
You say domestic violence. You put and you'll not
domestic
argue.
violence. Domestic
Yeah,
violence cannot. Domestic violence not only limited to physical. It can be
yeah,
emotional.
but
It can be financial.
you put on generally, and you let we know derail this program.
First of all,
I
you're
did
not a lawyer. So me,
I did
no, no.
clarify this case before we the you they jump God the
Me
side.
not economic. Me not lawyer. Okay, so if you
No,
need it,
no, no. Me they deal with again both critical
again,
thinking.
Google what is slander mean. It don't tell you exactly what I tell you. False spoken statement damaging to a person's reputation. You're damaging my reputation. That's what I'm saying. That's what slandering.
You see that now make her the question your ability. You know they even listen. The point where they make now, I don't make them clear, saying our own self guilty of offending Madam First Lady.
Can
In
I say
Peking
it?
make it clear. In Peking make it clear. The point where they make now is that defamation. I don't know for Australia, but the research where I do in developed countries, them where they practice Western democracy, or let's say modern democracy, where they practice modern democracy, not a
Yes.
state crime, not a state crime at all, now civil crime. So, and that amnesty self say, saying this is supposed for be a state crime. So if they be charge am as a civil crime, let's say Madam First Lady go na court is someone our hunt, then they not get no right for no grant and bail because na civil matter.
No. Again, you know
So
what he
so,
asked me about our
so
aunt?
because then take them as a state crime and then they abuse in freedom.
You know what he
And
happened
now
to
the
our aunt?
person Wait, let I finish. The
Yes, sir.
person where the state do am on
Make a mute
behalf.
me, sir, because I get bad habit for
The
interrupting
person,
you. Have a
the
mute me, sir.
person, and all will tape at this. The person where the state try for fet for on in behalf, this person say I'm not there at all per the arrest. And now where this person don't come out, if them be they follow the rule of law according to it, in then be say initially, this person, like how you self admit, say whether or not in the victim want for pursue the case, it not get no influence in the case because it considered a state case. So, but in this case now, this person came on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, and on Tuesday or so, they left him. Few days. So, what a big coincidence. And now, I don't know if you've been listening to the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. It say, then discontinue the case because they not get, again, the paraphrase now, they not get strong evidence, or even talk say the victim, if I remember correctly, the victim not inflict this case, not inflict pain on the victim, wait for a warrant, let them continue with the case. So then
Yeah.
decide to continue the case.
Yeah.
So
When
then
you
decide
go,
for continue the case. So now
can I have
that make the Lawyers Society, then they ask now, they don't look into the rule of law, not to just then a salon. Amnesty International, where they get lawyers them and then get reputation. They look at
no,
the salon law and
no.
say this law, yes, the lady commit a crime, but it's supposed to be considered a civil crime. Because now between two civilians them. So not commit any state crime. And that's not the problem with Salon. Today, somebody go and point gun at President Bill. Then go say that treason. Where now wrong charge that one day. It's supposed
That's a criminal.
attempted assassination.
Yeah, that's
Not
a
a
criminal.
treason. So but we na Salon, they put so much power on the politicians team that we they even go way beyond the international laws.
Can I
So
interject? Can I
yeah, go
interject?
ahead.
First of
Just a
all,
minute in another line. Go ahead, please.
You're not a lawyer. Okay, I'm a lawyer. So listen when I'm speaking. Okay, you're not a lawyer because you're contradicting.
Me brother, because you know to economics, no mean say you
Let,
know for talk about inflation.
let me speak.
No,
You
I'm not take.
you the
No,
con-
I'm not gonna accept that. I'm not gonna
uh,
defend anybody,
you
but
contradicting
what
that
I read,
you're hiding your one left hand and then you're using your one hand. So your right hand? What you're saying, if somebody points a gun at President Bio, you
yes.
say it's not treason, but it's attempted. It's the same thing. It's
No,
English language.
no. You see, now
No,
make again.
it's serious
Hello,
because it
argue.
didn't. No.
Go and read.
Treason in a sense. What's
Go
the
and
point?
read. Waiting at treason. Go and read
No. I
waiting at.
understand what treason.
No, you don't understand waiting at treason. Because
Get to the point.
if you say somebody tried to kill President Bill,
Mm,
just President Bill, not treason automatically. That's wrong.
sir.
Not a treason.
Now oversee na yeah. If you recently they talked to somebody, most of the Sierra Leoneans one of the Sierra Leoneans they now then go to prison. Mambo come he meets one of the Sierra Leoneans they fet. He come for come break the fet. If the police then come, the one he come for break the fet, then check in pocket or in bag, then fair nef na in bag. Then the person come for come and can't court case, so then check in possession, then fair nef na in hand. So he went to prison for that.
And anyway, let you go. You're all over the place.
That's
Let
no, no. I'm giving, and that's the same example
again.
I'm giving.
I
It
don't get.
doesn't matter.
I don't
Again,
get nothing against
again. Let
you.
me, sir, let me. Can I make this quick point about the pointing of the gun?
Yes, please.
When if I point a gun by you, even if it's not loaded, that will create fear. That will bring fear on you, thinking that I was going to use it. It's just the fear alone. That should be a crime for it. If someone come here and had a fake gun, people there that go rob bank, so most of them are fake gun they get. So it created fear on the people then. It's a crime, same crime. Doesn't matter.
And
It doesn't matter if it's fake.
let you go. I
Please
don't know if
stop
now
slandering me, because we can
people
never
in
agree. I call you for make we have civil discussion so we can agree and disagree. But it looks like we can never agree on anything, because you're slandering me when I'm not on the phone. You're telling people they should question me. All and it's not.
but it's true. Again,
No.
you know what come there and say you're not lawyer. I say yes, you're not lawyer. You know what come there and say, oh, me not lawyer. I say, oh yes, you're not lawyer.
Yeah. So you want to say, okay.
Make a convincing argument.
Okay.
And so far, your arguments then weak. So that question your ability as a lawyer.
No,
You
I've just given
weak.
you can
And
never
anyway,
get, because I've just given you the best.
Let's take other call, yeah. Thank you very much, bro.
The salon, can I say the last thing? Can I say the last thing? Can I say the last thing?
No, I'll let you go. I'll let you go, please. I don't give plenty time. Other people and they wait. VOS Network. Hello, caller. What's your name? I'm saying the call from, please.
Yeah, I call from Belgium in Al-Kaba.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Brother Salkaba. Thank you very, very much. You can hold on quick. I know say you they call for participating at the program, like about the
Yeah,
topic.
participating at the program actually.
Okay, wonderful. Yes, go ahead, please. Thank you so much for what you call. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, we can really try for discuss this. Firstly, about the first lady for accuse the ministers allegedly in a brown envelope, and this is now a very serious issue. You know, for somebody on a with the president on a web, because most of them here will not see them. If any they see them and they come public for talking, and I think say ACC boss for look into the issue there. We then say corruption, anti-corruption, you know, they for a number of way the opposition, and we now we then at the administration now for once they for clean force. It's not a big issue. And about the lawyer issue, because I agree with Salon Falls, they argue about this issue. I get a problem with this, because one thing for sure, these laws here will get common sense. Then lawyer, they don't make the for layman understand them. You know, even the other things there, the Bible, the Quran, then tell them what, then put the word out for let people understand. No go see an imam now. What the other one say? What they say that shall not kill, or that shall not do this and that and that. And then all the other person I say no, because you know you understand it, but you don't commit a crime. Because you know to imam or you know to that, then you know you for listen to me. Why these are common sense, you know. And that one they definitely tell tell the way it is, because this year they don't make a more lawyer or pastor or whatsoever for say money for do this, and then what the layman understand in common, most of them get common sense, because this year simple for understand. And then I think say the lawyer then, because not to normal salon forget that issue they happen in many cases. Or they have just make people know then become a fool, because anyone who can read English, simple English, in anywhere, or even if a Spanish, whether Spanish law or Dutch or that Dutch law, and preach unto you for this not for do definitely a common man understand it. But I say you understanding that you layman point of view. That's not correct. As soon as they don't say this law is this law is that. Any lawyer try to make it now that is clear. For say the lawyer say no will be right, for say no more people will listen you as a lawyer. I think there is something wrong here. Yeah, so I'm not going to go further. Now that's no more at them point, and I try for raise up. That's all.
And thank you so much, brother, for where you raised them points then day. And in fact, that's not the essence of where the Constitution very simplify. You look American Constitution, a small booklet.
Yeah.
But in terms of the technicalities, but you see, even farmer will tell you, say, this na me right. They know they're right. You know, go say the need for be a lawyer, because otherwise,
No. You don't need for that. You don't need for that.
Lawyers then say ignorant of the law not to excuse.
It is.
So
They make this lawyer for let the layman understand, even though you read and write. For them understand now, which they don't teach and don't say, you don't understand, you're not going to be ignorant anymore. And then the lawyer, not to know what this lawyer, this salon also, this they all over. They say you understand it to the layman view, point of view.
Yes.
And then they try for fully now, let you know who will understand that, you let you mean a lawyer. And these are things as simple language, and they try for big it down for let person understand, for let not go break the law.
Thank you very much, bro, for the contribution. And
no problem, sir.
maybe you feel say at this point the name.
No point in name, Mr. Kabu. We listen all this conversation on that if you track all because just so you know more get that issue. If you argue to any lawyer, I go just tell you no more say, listen to me. Not to lawyer they will come OBC they get come understanding, not to deal with egos, because you don't can and feel. And then not to that. The real people understand simple English, simple any language you ask whatever that law that country or whatever it is. Even they no answer the law, they want even the person who read and write. They tell you they mean that to come away for them understand. No, if you don't understand, you don't mean to be a lawyer. If they make their law, then they for let the layman understand them, not to lawyer for understand them. When number one country, now not deal with that protection of that law, then I told them for make people understand everything, even in Creole, Timini, in Bamende, all the language you get in that country, for let them bring that down to the people there. And no, as soon as I don't understand, but then no local language is finished. And deal with the follow the law.
Thank you very much. And in fact, it's Alex say where are they plan for end the program or they turn the calls in the camp. But thank you so much.
So that we just
exactly. Thank you so much, bro. God bless.
Thank you, sir.
All right, I got forget updates though on the on the scholarship thing. Thank you very much, caller. What's your name on the side they call from, please? Yes.
Yes, this is not Dubai caller. How are you, Mr. Kabo?
I did do well, but so I can say, brother Dubai caller.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. Before you begin though, I really want to apologize where I know will display the comments then because I watched the comment and so plenty. And I know let people accuse me, say they cherry pick and comment at the display, but I go read them after the program, and Uda I go respond to. If you ask question, I go do that. So thank you, bro. Go ahead, please. We'll take your call. Right.
Yes, I think I just want to give me a small analysis about the first lady in comment Nakono.
Sure, go ahead, please.
The area of dog, I think, I not feel say person the way for able to defend that part of her, because first of all, na in government, na man in government, and na man appointer. So I think if we don't choose more, soft word we for don't use, at least way people for don't understand say angry, vex, but not a dog. Now coming to the positive part of because you the difference here because not to government minister, so for the letter, the company right. But don't forget say this the vice president don't try, able. The minister of labor not able. So they send the first lady for letting go because they born. And if you say with the wait, according to the first lady, already negotiations have been done to go on. They don't begin get some concessions. Suddenly they can write a letter say, well, to government, pull on, then copy, possibly feel say now they've sabotaged the mission. It's not easy for somebody in that particular position before you people in a corner. It's like you feel humiliated. So that make I think say react to. I know they justify the reaction of the dog, but I understand. I understand the point of view from the first lady. But the most important part now, we focus on the negative, but the thing get a very good positive thing. Now thousands of Sierra Leoneans in life they want to improve. And we always talk about how to improve Sierra Leoneans in life. But nobody not concerned about the other part. These thousands of Sierra Leoneans and the Kono people the way want to improve their life. We don't ignore that. We just concentrate on that one grain minister way is a dog and with the claims that the same one responsible for destroy that country. And if you want push for do something extra, we will improve. If now 1,000 life, now 2,000, now 10,000, why we not able to focus on the positive side of the news? Why always on the negative side we focus on? This is not the one part. And for Hawa Hunt, for me, a few African countries there where you go cause head of state, you cause him woman, they not arrest you. I get example like Angola, a popular musician, he in a airport, he pull audio, he accuse the president anywhere. Inside 30 minutes, he never fly, they arrest him. He in prison 2 years. But not a justification. Not a justification. But this now we want democracy in Africa. Until we feel say we want to do the British Union and American Union, we go for them go 100 years for we begin reach that level there. So far so good. If the first lady don't come out, everybody will appeal say, Madam First Lady, let her left her, Madam First Lady, let her left her. All man can appeal. If you don't cancel, well, I know aware, but let them left her. And nobody know the post where them cost. And don't cancel and left her. If you don't left her, no say again, hey, Madam First Lady, so you can get power for left her. But why would they appeal in the first place for the Madam First Lady do ya when I left this woman? Do ya? So we all be no say get power for left the woman. So if you don't cancel, let them left her, then not just understand say it's normal. So don't know the both sides. We big for left hand, we left hand back. So we get power for left hand. Why would be the big if we no say you not get the power? So now that no more. Thank you. Hello.
Yes, thank you very, very much, my brother. You really, I like the way how you make your argument. And if I don't know when you start the program, where I begin, I make it clear.
No, I just come on the call. The calls are meet up anyway. Sorry for that.
I make it clear. Say it's not about the first lady in personal or the thing we do, and even Saturday where we sit down on behalf of Matilda. I make it clear. Say thank you. We come on do because the first thing for try force now for reduce that woman is suffering. Our aunt pull them from the case, and then we look now at the system. So now I make a reference. I tell people and say the system and we need for look into. So now I make I ask the question, justice or politics? Because if we continue with the system, after President Bill come out, the post where they come, it will just be a revolving circle. And when they happen, the country they go before. And then you ask yourself, what to make we judges then did it? What to make we get a judicial system if any they work? So not just who that get power, now it go determine X, Y, Z. And then the chief, the attorney general one sugarcoat them for say, oh no, then follow the law, not to the political influence, and then they by itself it makes something worse. Because in that thing and day, you know they admit clearly, but you they make them say, well, the system not perfect. Now make we they do the reforms here. And I make by the write up, I put them say we need reforms. So that's not the judicial part. This side where you they talk so saying, well, the vice president don't fail, the chief minister don't fail, in the first lady go able succeed. Let me tell you something. Then they say for wrong. You know why?
No.
Is success no means say na good thing no. A possible say succeed because he use what they call coercion. It possible say he use threat. And this is saying that the president saying directly. So if that company want continue for operate in the country, no matter how the deal they against them, they go say yes. And that's not coercion. So let we not just say, oh, it don't succeed. Let we look at the position.
Okay, Mr. Cabo, don't forget say Mr. Cabo, you see, this is not the problem. The way we take democracy, if we check, look Donald Trump, they use not to coerce himself, physical force for threatening, say, if you not do this, I do this. We accept them. We say, okay, America. Lie down. Like this in second term. Look in second term. I said the oldest democracy in the world, or I don't know if they're in UK, it was not the oldest. But see how it threaten anybody in your way or the other way. Look, if you not do this, I do this. No diplomacy, no force. So Africa and this company, don't forget, say, from 2016, from APC, they don't do all kind of things, they know they budge. It's like people in the way they sabotage the people in Kono. Me, I'm from Kono. I know how people in the field about this mining. You know, they do nothing absolutely for Kono people. So vice president don't go talk, they know the budge. I don't call them. The labor minister don't do everything, they know the budge, just still stand. So the first lady is like, we want to do the Donald Trump way now. If we want to do this, let's use hammer and first way for lady and do something. Once they uplift the people in Kono, it's good. That's the most important thing. Let's seek the interest of the Kono people and the company. So if not coerce yourself, once it benefits Sierra Leoneans, let's coerce. For 60 years, excuse me, for 60 years with the complaints of the companies and they do nothing for we, now they take all the benefits. So if you order means they for make them do something for we, don't forget about coercion. Lord say yes, it's good for we. Lord take the good part. Now that no more.
I will left on it, but again, sometimes where I don't stay abroad and Naya, I don't work for a long time, so I look on the abroad way. But clearly, where you engage in that kind of way, you the direct company in them because you need the able
in some cases, you know how many billions and go down the profit. They're not going to pay them for just few workers and salary pay, only 30%. Billions and billions in the
No. If we make the assumptions, then we go grab them. But in any case, Donald Trump, where you make reference, now he make the entire world, I go say G3. So it not necessarily mean say because it they do them. And not get away with them. And we see what happened today. I don't know if they follow.
They follow, but in first time you get away with plenty.
No, but I must tell you, picture. You not get away with them. Now I make it frustrate. And not get away with them. And we see several times where Pelosi, they tell them, say, they say all this, but you don't get the numbers. Because at the end of the day, now Congress get for allow them for do what they do so. But they do them now because now party in a power. And now he make, I don't know if you be listening.
But in party will stand up to them. In party will stand up to them.
Well, that's make I say on Saturday. I say now the way how the Republican they behave so, you go equate the behavior to APC and SLPP in a salon. I say about
100%, 100%.
Yes, exactly. I say that. Say they spoil the country because this way where they try for allow that man for do what they do so, they erode democracy. They threaten the institutions that we don't survive for so long. We make America, I go say they like we they. This man they weak in that. I make it clear.
Look,
Trump na outlier, na exception. But for
I agree.
yes, we go before, my brother. For let we go before. Now we they preach say we want for like foreign investors then come. So that coercive behavior or attitude, it help them. This is
No,
very simple.
this particular one is good for
Small
Kono people.
reason.
No, this
Small
particular
reason.
one, Mr. Kabo, you know the meaning from Kono. These people are not pay. They don't exploit that place for long. They need to do
Okay,
nothing absolutely. So this
okay. Now
particular
there
one, we support them. We the Kono
now
people,
there
we support them.
now
Yeah,
there one come very quickly. I will
yeah.
let you go. But now the first thing first, we need to ask why the vice president fail, why the chief minister fail, why the labor minister fail. The answer is simple. We
Okay, what?
lost them strong. We lost them not strong enough in the sense that, like how you say, somebody they undermine the laws. So it go back to the politicians. But if they adhere to the laws, then they say you forget in addition to the workers the welfare, you for also do something for the community when a social benefit for the community, then they self a part of your obligation. So all that day, so under no circumstance for like a company strong enough that it disregard the law. No, it dey come up from the politicians, then, my brother. So now
So
it make us say,
so
when we
let
dey
me see the first lady frustrate because when you see say people and they within the government they undermine some way they benefit the people of Kono, sometimes it's frustrating. You go to vent out. Now human being, it can happen. And like I tell you, I not condone that part where you
and,
attack, but sometimes it's necessary.
anyway, let we agree for disagree. To me, if you man not the overall boss, and then you say, oh, people and they way they sabotage and stuff. Waiting the boss for do, not to for fire there.
100%. But you know, say
Exactly.
politics, sometimes not divide and rule sometimes. When you get a political party, sometimes you just set people against each other for let you get free will. Sometimes it happens.
No, this one, I know say you not corner man, and you know like I said, then things say now benefits to them, but definitely that not a good strategy at all, and that's not what they say. Me they go strictly according to the law.
Mr.
Let me
Kabo,
respect
Mr.
the
Kabo,
law.
I agree to the
Uh,
law, but according to the law, since 1960, the companies them within the can Africa, they exploit everything, benefit no day. So once in a while, if you break the law for let you get what you want, it's fine.
anyway, thank you very much, bro.
Thank you, Mr. Kabo. Thank you.
God bless. Yeah, take
Yeah,
care.
thank you. Yeah.
All right, Fambulem, I know very well say again before upfront I be talk about the emotions, saying my program and particularly then topic here, then get for push emotions them. And I understand that. So people learn from Kono, then go see this as the right thing. But if you do that to Kono, so what about if people learn na Tonkolili, where mining company they self they experience the same thing. So the first lady for go there back, and if you not go there, then that by itself not to issue. So you see how we kind of they simplify things. So all they need for do is for enforce the law. Because if the law say you forgive workers them depending upon you profit or whatever it is, or if you then get like if you then get union, then bargain, or they walk off the job and are the right for protest and are the right for strike. All them thing in there. And now when they strike, then get what they call somebody where they arbitrate, where they come between them, where it can be a government agency or it can even be outside in the like a independent body where they mediate, call them mediator. They will say arbitrator. So one can go there and then they negotiate and all that. So that's not the process. Because if you not do them in a form of that kind of process there, where it happen other side, they not get the same outcome, then you don't create issue in the country. So now they see me the position where they get, why they make that. If the first lady, it try for make them implement the laws, let them use the labor ministry and look into waiting at the laws and why the company they adhere to their laws then they we clearly salon forgets their laws then they where they protect the workers them where they suppose forget a fair wage where they can, even if they don't get and say they can pass that a fair wage act or whatever it is. Something we go say if you dey make this much profit, you for able give certain percentage to your workers them or something, then keep put all that in it together. And I believe so we get some laws them where they protect the welfare of the workers them. So if any company now adhere to their laws then not they even wait safe let the workers then grab and strike like how my brother they say for how many years now in the 60s that only disregard the laws. No, now the administration is fault. Because if the administration do not take bribe or anything, yes, the first lady say that, but if the person or the people within the administration take bribe and a man not do nothing about that, then it tell you a lot about the leadership. Clearly, it tell you a lot about the leadership. Because if the leader be strong enough and a kind of stand for zero tolerance for corruption, and I make a glad the way somebody say the this ACC for look into the first lady allegation, say people and they take brown envelope, and I make the mining company continue for disregard the law. But to me, now for strengthen or enforce the law with boku things the way they happen at the country, we get laws them where they against them thing and they, but we know say we politicians then self now then can force break the law. So if that's not the case, we know say na enforcement issue because that company not get for big pass the country, it not get for big pass the law. Like how I be said before, everybody supposed for be under the law, including companies the way they come open at the country. So to me, that's not the side we need strengthening. And again, I know belittle the fact, say the first lady in her hometown and stuff. I just they say not to best practice. For like the presidents they give directive to in WEF without going through the minister or the ministry where responsible, they undermine the integrity of the minister and the ministry in general. And then we see they in display where the first lady feel emboldened because it thinks say answerable to the minister we responsible for that ministry there, it answerable directly to a man. Where as a matter of fact, not to personal property. Salon not to personal property for say you man just engage you go do what you they do where na official issue. No, not to personal property. Salon we get laws them, we get procedures them. If you want for go as a representative of the minister or in that capacity, you man need for give official position. If you get a very good negotiating skill and whatnot, you see that say you go able push the country go before you for equally be be accountable to parliament the same way as the other ministers they're accountable. But you not go do something in your capacity and you say at one moment you go to deal with company and negotiate on behalf of the government and all that, and yet you only answerable to you man. No. You man not only one branch. We're not the executive. So we get the judiciary, we get the legislature. And in this case, the legislature, when a parliament, you suppose if you they do anything in the parliament, suppose for able call you and ask you waiting at the negotiating agreement, waiting at the agreement where you sign with them people there. But as it is, the way you say so, to you, you don't feel say you even answerable to Parliament. So because of that, now they the problem there. So I hope I clarify this. This no gets nothing personal for do with the First Lady. I don't get anything personal against them, but I just care saying na bad example. So we the bookman they call precedent. So na bad precedent. Now the American English they say precedent. But because Salon, I go say precedent. So na bad precedent. And as a result, we need for be careful waiting than they go mean. Because again, if this company say, you know what, if I do this, and now I go run at a loss. And the reason for establishing a company now for you profit. So if you say, are they run at a loss, they close down. And when it closed down, guess what? Who that they suffer the most? Now the workers then, because then they're out of job. So now that make all that get for be part of the negotiation where you they negotiate. But if you go with a stick, you not bring carrot. You go with a stick. If you not do this, I go whap you. And the person know say you get the ability for whap you, and you not get no side for complaint because it's saying that the president sent them. A brother and sister waiting that company left with. Now for just look and say, well, I'm not going to operate in this kind of environment. Then they shut down. So again, I look at from a professional angle, and I look at also as a Sierra Leonean angle, saying not to the right approach that. Yes, it might think say it don't succeed, forget waiting to get that 30% and stuff. And look at the government. The government, how many times they not pay workers them? How many times they self get labor issues? So if the government they struggle with the labor issues, then but yet Fatima be not correct the government where the head of the government now your husband where they sleep and wake with. But anyway, let tap here. I want to tell you plenty thank you, and let I play the video of we manager where he be hand over the receipt to John Sita in Daddy, where now the young man with VOS scholarship program they help for right now. So I go play for another video there for just showing us say yes, it don't make payment, and I show now the receipt, I show now the PayPal transfer. And I sure say that they're sufficient, but we go try for post them back now with Facebook page and with YouTube channel as well. So let I show let I play for the video, and then I will come back for say good night. I don't go way beyond way and nobody expect. I will come right back after.
VOS family.
Okay, for some reason I get issue here. Let I try for restart.
VOS family. I can't John Sita in school as una be done the support him and say una will take care of your school business. I don't come today. This not the receipts. I don't pay the 1 year school fees. We na 7,800. I go snap them and send them or attach them for this video. Then this other receipts now for the books them. We na 1,100 for all the textbooks them we use because na science stream it. So like I now count over the money to the bar at the school. I go direct. I go pay from their account show and the receipts. Then the receipts back again for sending for una. Una we don't contribute to really and nothing for support this bobo but in school business. So far so good. These are the updates. I don't know if Pedal gets anything for say to family them.
Well, Eboku, this I no get no option, no nothing. I just like how they tell you, a prayer. Because at least if you somebody we know some people picking inside them born until like this happen. And like I tell you, at the strain, at the suffer. And my mother and give me 5 years. I mean, also up to close to 15 plus 9 days. I mean, they sleep, I mean, they crap, I mean, they do everything in common. The latest launch was again at 10,000. But they appreciate them, they go pay attention.
But you know, see, they don't be the launch self don't be. Yeah.
That's why the manager we don't start her, don't they? Not also.
Yeah.
We don't start her. So they tell you thank you. The various places they want to defend on money for supporting me picking. They tell you thank you. Let God protect and guide you now. Let Allah make una usa the day for friend money. Let all the folk una they wanna defend on money. Let Allah protect and guide you now. Let una no get no obstacle on our life. Say Allah take una life. Let Allah pay this debt to una picking and una born. Let Allah pay this debt to una. Una do for me and God. Let Allah pay that debt to una. I no get nothing for see. Me na a proper man na attire at the cell. That they so where he can meet me, he can explain to me. I don't know waiting for say. I don't know waiting for do. I dey tell you na thank you.
Okay.
I very, very appreciate you now. Bad. I tell you na thank you. Let Allah bless you now. Let Allah cover una now. Various places they una defend me. Una cover me. Let Allah cover una. Una respect me. Let Allah respect una from this world to next world. So that number. Assalamu alaikum.
All right, Fambulem, Unado Yeri from John Sita and Daddy. And again, on behalf of all the people that we don't donate, I want to say boku thank you. And the people we no donate it, they would encourage you for them to donate as little as $5. We go really truly appreciate that. So I want to really tell you plenty thank you. And again, if you check now the comment section, we don't pin the links them, so we go encourage you now for just go to the links then they you can either do that now from the app, the VOS TV television app, where you're able for make your donation there. And if you also prefer for go do on the website, absolutely, you can able do on the website, and you just need for go to www.vosdiaspora.com. So now I go do all the cutting and fambulem dia a big. I know see some thanking there. I can press on a button, but just as on Alexa love salon, and the same way I love salon. But a nice for let we talk the truth. A nice for let not be hypocrite. Because Nadan they don't make for the past this April, they make we 64. So just imagine 64-year-old man or woman, and in a grandpa now. Because you get 1 year for retire officially. Because the official retirement now 65. Age 65, officially you can retire with full benefit. So just imagine, not to picking again. So salon, if in a mortal man, you dey look for retire. So meaning you don't do all the hard work in a life. So you just dey relax now for enjoy the fruit of your labor. But salon we know say all them 64 years then they this April come 64. We know very well say salon we not still able to do much at all. So as a result of that, we need for stop the wrong things that we only do all these years. Let we try now something else and see what I go take we. So I want to say Boku Tenki, and again Ramadan Mubarak to una where they fast and una when they fast una the Christians, because I clearly I'm convinced say Salon na Christmas nation. So the Christian themselves can support we, and the same way as we can support them during Christmas. And sadly enough, some people can make fun saying, okay, we then talk about Ramadan, then can notice say the Ramadan them can they empty during Ramadan. And remember, the government's not ban for sell alcohol Ramadan. People bar still open, but the bar can empty. So now you wonder saying, wait, I mean Muslim then they drink. So if they need a drink, that means the burden for still flop like how they flop before Ramadan. So the $1 million question now, waiting at the puzzle. Other than the people here, maybe they make the bar flop. Where Ramadan come, the bar they flop. So that they tell we say, well, if not the Christians them, so that means they respect the Ramadan. But if not the Muslim them again, well, that they tell you something else. But Fambul Lema for tell na boku boku tenki and dear let nobody take me comment them personal and just for let we all see how we go bull for engage and push the country go before and we in real little way and through knowledge transfer maybe we go able talk some sense into we politicians them and also usai then they say for fool the people them we try for stand up against that and make the people know within the reality instead of the wrong messages that we did be sent to them. And I want to say again appeal to the authorities them for then go look into that issue na that village where na Mosava village there then people and they need help. The so-called security personnel where they go threaten them and who knows sometimes na fake security they just wear the uniform maybe not to two security people not to two officers them or two soldiers there so maybe then just they impersonate and because of the people in the village maybe they're naive they're not able to ask question or something so they take advantage of them so there we they appeal to the authorities let them go send people them real officers them at that area they Masaber village and at the Mende line there them people and they do not deserve for be treated that way for be let them be terrorized not in country so again we had to go to them and all the people that really suffer in that country they and I will encourage you now on Saturday by God's grace Matilda will come and resume so I will encourage you now for now tune in 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and salon time will be 10 p.m. I know saying at 10 and they will prepare for court fast well US I think una still they see the sun and maybe una time different but we not Canada yeah because winter not completely go away. So by then between 5:30 to 6, now then 10 and we can prepare for cut fast now yeah. So for me, I go see you next Thursday by God's grace. And there una not forget for share this program and for let una subscribe to we YouTube channel or una like we Facebook page. But specifically the YouTube channel because we get issue for let people get notification na Facebook. So we gonna encourage you now for let una subscribe to the YouTube channel and una click on the bell icon for notify una anytime we come on live. Until Saturday when they come back and by the way Sunday I go encourage you now for una tune in for another episode of Social Media Review. And I not talk too much about the constitutional review and stuff. So, but by God's grace, we lawyer get for dinner and then the parliamentary expert, and we get also trade unionist, and we insert an expert in your field. And as a teacher in a salon and all, and you put all that together, again for be a fantastic program. I promise you now on Sunday at 3:00 Eastern Standard Time. And then salon time go be 8:00. So now stay tuned for let una understand, let una join the conversation. We go understand a little better about the connection between the tripartite and the constitutional review and how that process did they go. So for me, again, I want to say boku thank you to una all, boku thank you to the VOS family members them. Let God bless una all, let God bless the presenters them, and they want them back home where they push the radio go before let God bless them all. And until next Thursday, Me na Abdulkarim Kagbo. They say again, una thank you, and una tata.